Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, and welcome back to another Black Ops 7 Zombies guide. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the NECROFLUID wonder weapon in Ashes of the Damned. So the first thing you have to do is go to Janus Towers, which is the spawn room. At some point after round 8, an Uberklaus will spawn in. Defeat the Uberklaus and it will drop a stabilizer chip. You then have to take this chip over to Ashwood. Open this building and you'll see Klaus from Mauer der Toten in Black Ops Cold War Zombies stuck in a cage. Interact with the control panel to put the chip in. You then have to wake up Klaus with stun grenades. Throw a few stun grenades in rapid succession in the direction of Klaus and he will wake up. You'll know you've successfully woken him up when you see stars spin around his head. You will now be able to control Klaus just like you did back in Mauer der Toten. You then have to take Klaus over to the Zarya Cosmodrome in this area. Command him to stand in front of this control panel. He will activate the control panel and a lockdown will start. During this lockdown, you have to stand in the middle of this red beam so you can be scanned. During this time, even more zombies will spawn in, so you have to do the best you can to hold your ground while the red beam is scanning you. This section is also timed, so you have to be fully scanned in the allotted time that the game gives you. After the beam is finished, you'll be rewarded with a canister. Pick up the canister and take it to each of the 3 power stations that are around the map, those being at Ashwood, Blackwater Lake, and Van Dorn Farm. When you're carrying the canister, you can't sprint, so just be careful when you're holding it. When you take a canister to one of the power locations, insert the canister into the generator. Another lockdown will start and you have to wait for the canister to be filled with energy. Once again, even more zombies will spawn in, so you have to hold your ground while the canister is being filled up. Once that's done, pick up the canister and head to the next location, and rinse and repeat for the next 2 locations. It's also worth mentioning that when you pick up a canister from the generator, a time limit will start. You will only have about a minute and a half to take the canister to the next generator. But once you're finished filling the canister at each of the 3 power stations around the map, take the canister to Van Dorn Farm. Go down to the cellar of the house and give the canister to this box. Now you have to find a way to open the box, and you do that by finding 3 symbols at Van Dorn Farm. The way you do this is by taking the jump pad between Van Dorn Farm and Janus Towers. As you're flying in the air, on the roofs of the buildings at the farm, you'll see 3 red symbols, and these are the symbols you're going to use to open the box. Once you have all 3 of the symbols, go back to the cellar and enter each of the symbols into the box. Although there are 4 sides to the box, only 3 of them will allow you to enter in the symbols. Once you've inputted the correct symbol combination, the NECROFLUID will reveal itself. Pick up the wonder weapon and now a mini game will start. Using the abilities of the NECROFLUID Gauntlet, you have to use the spikes to pierce these green blobs that will spawn in around the room. Once you've shot at one of these blobs, press the reload button to retract the spike back to you, pulling the blob toward you. You have to do this a handful of times for all of the green blobs around the room. Once this is done, the mini game will end, and congratulations, you now have the NECROFLUID wonder weapon on Ashes of the Damned. Thank you all so much for watching. If you found this guide to be comprehensive, straight to the point, and useful, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.